Hey guys, welcome to the last live Strongman Sunday before this year's World's Strongest Man. We're very excited, aren't we?
Yeah, this time next year.
Next year?
This time
This
next
time
week.
next year?
This time next week. Wow, because we're in the UK and obviously they're 8 hours ahead.
Yes.
It will have finished. No, they're 8 hours behind.
Yeah, it will
be happening.
It will
be happening, yes.
We'll be
I got my
at
time
the final
up.
event, most likely. Maybe
Yes.
maybe not quite the final. Yeah, probably the final event.
Yes.
Anyway, how has everyone's week been? Hope you're all well. Hope if you're in the UK, you've been enjoying the nice weather.
Yeah, lovely.
It's been good, hasn't it?
It's been lovely.
We have had a nice weekend. Hope everyone is well. Let's see who's in the chat. Auntie Liz, love the interview with Colin Bryce.
I'm glad. That's my first time interviewing Colin. Do you know what? He's kind of a great guest, but a hard man to interview as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like he's good to interview because he can talk. He's got so many great stories, so knowledgeable. But it's quite hard to keep Colin on track, isn't it? Keep the flow of the conversation on track.
You can go off on tangents pretty easily.
I can too. So it's probably a dangerous convo.
I watched it. It was good interview though.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Colin is always good to have on.
Yeah, Colin, and actually learnt a few things as well. Like the rule for the Titans toss. Yeah. So we've got.
I think he's been working it out as it goes along. I see you kind of threw me under the bus there. People thinking that I'm getting information early.
I know.
No, Titans toss.
I didn't. He threw. Wow. Just for full clarity.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure. He said on our interview, "Oh, you guys had a sneak preview of that event because I had Loz and his horde of athletes." What actually happened was Colin rings up Loz. He's like, "Loz."
He rang me up. It was towards the end of March.
Yeah, and he was like, "Can you set up this throw from these distances and feedback the difficulty for me?" So this isn't the first time he's randomly asked you to do something. It might become an event.
He wanted me to test something, so me and Jack tested something for him.
Yeah.
Basically throwing from certain distances, and fed back some information.
Yeah.
That was as much as it was. But
as far as it went, guys.
Loz's athletes are getting information before everyone else. When Colin rings me up and asks me not to tell people, I don't tell anyone.
No.
Not even clients. And
also, you don't even know if it's going to be an event at that point, do you? That's like the first stages of testing. So they're like,
Loz has got good experience. He's still reasonably strong. Let's test it on him.
Just use Loz as the
otherwise Loz will be complaining that no one's ever tested events at World's Strongest Man and got injured.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sarah also enjoying the chat. Jamie, going to be strange not having the live spreadsheet updates and reactions. I think we all just got used to watching you watch a spreadsheet and now we have to do it on our own. It's not the same. No, Jamie. There's still going to be weight parties and spreadsheet parties, but we're going to be on location doing it. So the plan is
make sure you're watching, Jamie.
Yeah, make sure you're watching.
Just skived out of coming to train with me yesterday because you got a little bit of a windjury.
A windjury. So you're gonna get running comment. Obviously, we cannot film for obvious reasons.
Can't film any action.
Take us down quicker than don't know. Yeah. Put in a fun metaphor, but
I get in trouble when I do that, so I'm not saying anything this week.
No, don't say anything, you bad man. But so we can't film any action, but we are going to give a live running commentary of what's going on. So
there'll be lots of lives.
Tons of lives. Lives for every event. Yeah.
Recaps for the day, interviews with athletes for members, stuff like that.
Yeah. Big Cow saying it's his final live chat until 2016 because once World's Strongest Man starts, he avoids all strongman.
Big Cow, I wouldn't bother doing that. Just enjoy the rest of the year's strongman with us. Otherwise, you're going to miss so much good strongman because most of the big comps are still to come.
Do you know what? I my problem with that would be I don't think the produced show is worth waiting for. It's a terrible thing to say. I don't think it is.
No.
Worth waiting 7 months
it's
for?
Not.
I don't think so.
I don't think in this day and age anything is worth waiting 7 months
well,
for.
We're used to instant gratification these days, aren't we?
And
because of TikTok and stuff, we all have
TikTok.
We all have very short attention spans. We can't watch anything beyond 3 seconds. We're done. Our brains are all fried.
Big Cow, anyway. We'll see you in 2026.
Yes, goodbye, Big Cow. If it makes you happy and you enjoy that, that's
it'd be so nice, like to not be on social media for that long.
I know. I know.
It'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If it wasn't pretty much my job, then I wouldn't be on it at all, I think.
Well, like, it's such a good thing, but it can be a negative thing as well.
Yeah.
I love seeing certain things on social media. Informative stuff, funny stuff, people's successes, but there's a lot of negativity as well, isn't there?
Unfortunately, but it's the way it is, isn't it? Asparagus Ash saying Paddy Haynes for the final.
Tough group. Tough group.
What group's he into?
He's in Mitch, Matt Rag.
Wesley Dewinski.
Yeah, that's
Paddy.
a tough group. Real tough group.
Who else?
Bryce Johnson, I think.
And Bryce Johnson, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It is a tough group, yeah.
He's got good events.
He has got good events. Happy World's Strongest Man Week alive, everyone. Yay. Very excited. Why are you watching
Just
us on
because
there?
I can monitor certain things that you don't see on there.
Oh, okay. Cousin Fred made it in time and he gifted some memberships. Thank you very much, Fred. No, I watch the stuff that people still talking. Yeah.
What are you looking at?
This is nice. Terry Hollands has put out a top 10 not to win World's Strongest Man that he competed against, and you are on his list.
Very nice of Terry. He was on my list too. Not a top 10 of not to win, but the top 10 guys that I have competed against. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out. Terry and myself obviously battled many times, and it's quite nice looking back. I think once you get to retirement stage and you've chilled out and you kind of you've mellowed, it's really fun to look back at. And me and Terry get to work together at the Giants live shows and the Shore Classic, and it's fun just watching these new guys now.
Yeah. Oh, that's a tough question, BMX. Who's the best guy that won't make the finals? Lucas Hatton?
Ooh.
Oh, I mean, there's going to be, no matter what, a great guy out of Group 3 who doesn't make the final, because either Lucas or Matej or Reino won't make it. Because
are we saying that Reino's a great guy?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, I am. I'm putting it on the line.
And this is I'm really looking forward to seeing Reino now, but he's not been tested yet at this level. And this is, and if he comes in and smashes it, I'm going to be delighted.
Yeah.
But I don't believe he's been tested at the super highest level yet.
No, he hasn't.
So until I see that, I'm not going to say he's at that level.
Yeah, I'm just a believer.
You're just a believer.
I'm an optimist.
But look, I said the same about Mitch Hooper in his first year, and he made the final.
And you were wrong then too.
I wasn't wrong. I was right to wait until I'm proven right. I know. It's not about being wrong. I think sometimes we put people on a pedestal before we should, or we put people at a certain level before we should. He's done extremely well. He's clearly a good competitor, and this is no disrespect to Ivers. Ivers won the Champions League last weekend. He is not in his best shape right now. Self-proclaimed, he's not in his best shape, and he won the Champions League last weekend. And he didn't do great at Europe's Strongest Man. He's not made it to Worlds this year. So let's wait.
Rein it in, Lizzie.
Rein it in a little. And when he smashes it, then you go, "I told you so."
I will, and you know I will.
And I know. I
will scream across the arena.
I expect it from all of you guys as well. I expect it from all of you. I'm just like, okay, let's not put that pressure on him as well. Yeah, this is his first World's Strongest Man. First World's Strongest Man is a big deal for a lot of guys. It's nerve-wracking.
No, I know.
I saw Paddy's kind of stories. He's like an excited
I
child.
know. I was just thinking that. I literally just watched Paddy's Instagram stories, and he is like a giddy kid, isn't he?
And you know me. I've just got that calm head on me. I've been there before. I know what it's like.
Boring then, wasn't it?
And when I'm wrong, you can kind of stick it to me.
And I will, and I can't wait. How fun. Oh. Morning, Loz and Liz. Great weekend. Roasting 20 degrees centigrade here in Scotland. Wondering if this is our summer come early. That's tops off weather, isn't it?
It is. That is kind of sunbathing weather.
Yeah, it is in Scotland. That's a fine day. A fine day. Love the bass cowboy interview. Still need to finish it. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
He's always a good interview.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Someone was like, "Oh, you can tell how nervous or how comfortable Liz is with the guest by how much she nervous giggles." I say, I'm not uncomfortable with Colin Bryce. The poor bloke gets so much shit. I'm not uncomfortable around him at all. Like, at all. He's never made me feel uncomfortable. He genuinely just makes me laugh. I find him funny.
He is funny.
Yeah. He's just like a really smart big idiot, isn't he? He is, isn't he? He's like a bit of a clown, but I like that. He's not an idiot at all, but you know what I mean? Like, he's funny.
He is.
And Like he doesn't mind playing the fool a little bit sometimes. Like,
and like he's good
just makes
with
me
like
laugh.
banter and stuff.
Yeah, he is.
English people love banter, and not everyone gets that about us.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it can come across as a little bit off, can't it?
Yeah.
With all of the tangents between Liz and Colin, I was able to follow it perfectly. That's good. I'm glad to hear. Annual. To be fair, we try and get him on most years around about the time of the World's Strongest Man, don't we?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, she's chasing a bug.
Oh, good girl. Happy Mother's Day, mummies, from cousin Fred. I've had people message me Happy Mother's Day, but ours is actually in March.
Yeah, we celebrate Mother's Day in March, but other areas of the world celebrating today. So happy Mother's Day to all of them.
Ours moves. Ours is at different times depending on Easter, because ours is tied to Lent.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a very ancient tradition, Loz, Mothering Sunday. There you go. Loz, you're looking younger and younger every stream. That's nice.
Thank you very much. I'm trying my best. It's less strongman, as in competing.
Better have a robust internet connection. It should be fine. My phone's usually absolutely fine in the USA, isn't it? Is Loz working for Worlds? No, he's not.
No.
We are
I'm there
free
in
agents.
Coaching mode. We've got 2 athletes competing and just there to enjoy World's Strongest Man. Lots of friends competing. We're looking forward to watching all the newbies, the battles that are coming. It looks like lots of athletes are in shape. And if you could have asked us if we were looking forward to Worlds 2 months ago, we would have probably said, no, not really.
Oh, massively.
But just recently, it's kind of been getting exciting. Yeah. Athletes looking really good. I think it's going to be a great battle. The groups are out. There's a lot of tough groups.
The changes that
have been made. Other than we can't watch it, or you guys can't watch it if you're not there until later in the year, I think that still was disappointing. But we'll give you as it is, isn't it? Let's be honest. I'm trying to be as positive as I can, and I am genuinely excited about Worlds. But I'm sure people would love to be able to watch along.
Of course.
And hopefully that does change in the not too distant future. However, I am excited. I'm looking forward to us bringing as much information to you guys and as much kind of fun videos as we can. And I hope you guys enjoy it along with us.
I think our best trips to competitions are actually when you're not working.
Yeah, we can have a lot more fun.
Yeah, and you're not tied to a schedule. You don't have to be in certain places at certain times. It's way more fun, isn't it? Hats off to Lucas Hatton for pushing through training for World's Strongest Man with COVID. Determination. Bless him. Got to do what you got. Oh, look, we were just talking about him. Isn't he on the plane? Hey, guys, join him from the sky. No, he's in the sky. Is that a first? No, Monica did.
Yeah, Monica joined us from the sky as well.
2.5 hours to go to get to Seattle, then a 2-hour flight to Sacramento. I hope everyone's good.
We hope you're having a good flight. We were just saying, we saw some of your stories, and you guys just look like you're excited kids to be out there.
Skipping along the... it's nice. It is exciting, isn't it?
It's good. First one as well.
Yeah. I'm excited for us going on Tuesday now. It's got me in the mood.
We're in the mood. We'll look forward to seeing you there, Paddy.
Yes. So did you see this? World's Strongest Man have changed the event. So they've changed the order in which the groups are going to go and the events.
What do you mean?
So, it was going to be like group 1 first on event 1, group 2 first on event 2. It's not like that now.
Okay. What is it like now?
I'll tell you now. Hold on. I've got a screenshot ready. So group 1.
And where did we get this information from?
Terry Hollands.
Okay.
So group 1 is going first on event 1, and then group 2, 3, 4, 5. But then on event 2, group 3 is going first.
Right.
Then it's group 1. Then it's group 5. Then it's group 2. Then it's group 4. Right. There's no point me telling you everything because it's not going to resonate, is it, without it all sort of in front of you? I don't really know the rationale behind it, though.
Can I just see that?
Yeah, you can see it. Hold on.
You talk to people. I just want to look at this.
How much will tactics play out now? So which event is the deadlift? Because I feel like the deadlift is the event.
I believe deadlift is event 2.
Yes, it is. So who goes first on the deadlift?
Group 2.
Group 2. So that was always the case, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry, group 1.
Oh, group 3
group
go
3
first on
go
the
first
deadlift. Whose group? Oh, no, that's Mateusz, Lucas, and Reno's group.
It doesn't matter that much.
No, because they still only have to beat each other, really, don't they? Like, initially.
Really? They've got to do as many as they can.
Yeah.
Treat it like a full comp.
Yeah.
And with the weights that they're using, it's very hard to like hold back that much.
Yeah, I guess so. Matty, evening. I fly out Tuesday. Can't wait to tick World's Strongest Man on my bucket list. Hope I get the chance to meet you.
I'm sure you will
make
meet
sure
us.
You come
We're
over
going to
and
be
say hello.
Yeah,
we'll be there all 4 days. Very exciting. Dark horse in the house. Dark horse
babies
in
are
the
worth
sky.
waiting for.
What's worth waiting?
Babies. I said things aren't worth waiting like 9 months.
Oh
for.
yeah, babies are worth. Yeah, you want them fully cooked. Yeah. Oh look, Jackson here. Hey Paddy, got some advice on pressing if you're needing it. What's it? See, that's what we mean by the British banter. Where are we? Lots of people talking to Paddy. Ben Joyce is here as well. Ben does all the scoring for Giants Live.
Hey Ben, hope you're well, buddy.
Rebecca Roberts is here. Good evening. Hope you've all been enjoying the sunny weather here in the UK. We've been having a lovely weekend. I had a massive barbecue today, didn't we?
Went to my brother's house. It was good.
Had to roll me out afterwards into the car. Oh my goodness.
Indeed.
Jeremy Parker, I think, is the deepest World's Strongest Man ever. So best depth of talent.
There's a lot of talent this year. It's going to be a great show. Yeah, there's certainly no weak athletes there. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. How's Adam Bishop getting on? How come? So
he's training.
Yeah,
he's training hard.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not competing at World's Strongest Man because he hasn't qualified. He got injured at Worlds last year.
He got injured at Worlds last year, competed at Britain's Strongest Man,
pulled out
halfway through, and now he's training. I don't know if he's got any comps lined up, but I have seen on Instagram he's training hard.
Yeah, we've started to see announcements for the Giants Live lineups this year. Strongman Classic looks good, doesn't it? You see Lucas Hatton's been added to that one as well. It's looking awesome.
Strongman Classic is going to be a good show for sure.
And it's the first one after World, so we're all like excited again, aren't we? Cousin Fred, thank you for the super chat. Okay, family.
No, the first show after Worlds is the Strongman Classic. Yeah, sorry, Strongman Classic. Yeah,
it's fine.
I made a mistake.
It's the warm weather. But okay, family, I have a problem. I accidentally bought a ticket for the Shaw Classic and for Strongest Man on Earth. Who wants it? But a ticket for the Shaw Classic and for Strongest Man on Earth. Do you have to buy tickets for the Shaw Classic? Like the
probably because it's a different show, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the tickets, I'm afraid, Cousin Fred. But if anyone wants to buy one off Cousin Fred, you know where to contact him.
There you go. CousinFred.com. Where are we? Yes. After this live stream, everyone has to watch the old Space Cowboy video to usher in World's Strongest Man Week.
It's a brilliant video.
As is tradition. Ben Granny Ankles Joyce. What's going on? 18 degrees here in
Levi's
Scotland and he's sunburned. Christ. People talking about Ben's ankles. Hey, this is our friend from Iceland. Love the interview with Colin. I still have his hat that he lent me in Iceland. Not sure if he meant to give it to me.
It's a lucky charm. Just keep it.
Yeah, keep it, definitely.
Well done in your bodybuilding comp, by the way.
Yeah. Ryan, thank you very much for becoming a member. And Catherine with the members comment. Liz, can I send you a DM? I've a mod question for World's Strongest Man Mania. Yes, of course. Send me one on Instagram. I will look in my requests for it. My requests are messy. I try and keep things in there as much as possible.
Marcus D thinks it'll be Tom, Mitch, and T-Rex, same as last year on the podium.
Nathan, thank you for becoming a member. What else have we got? Yes, we're going to be doing the live watch along. Yeah, so literally only difference is different background. But we're going to be mic'd up, souped up, ready to go, aren't we, Lazo?
A lot of it might be just you because I'll be coaching.
Not a lot of it.
A bit of it.
A bit of it. Yeah. And then you can run back and help me. Come on now.
You certainly have me in the things afterwards and before, but during I've got to make sure Evans and Mitch are all good. I haven't been able to coach at World's Strongest Man.
I know. And you can coach those two groups.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm only coaching 2 athletes. I'm not going to coach everyone.
No. Your top strongmen I competed against video was very good. More like that, please.
Thank you very much. We have things like that planned, don't we?
Yeah. Please don't spam comments. Yes. Thank you, Catherine. Is Holly not asleep?
She was chasing a bug and now she's zonked out on the sofa.
Yeah, looking at us.
Looking at us. What are you doing?
Oh. Who do you coach at Worlds apart from Mitch?
Evans Nana.
Yeah.
So Evans Nana and Mitch Hooper, they are the two athletes I've got at Worlds.
Will Loz ever be clean shaven for a surprise one-time live?
You never know. There was a time I was clean shaven in Strongman, but it's been a fair few years now.
I don't think you should.
No, you don't want me without the beard.
Well, I'm worried about what might be under the beard. It's been a really long time,
Yeah.
It has. I posted a picture the other day. I think it was from like 2016 when you first started growing a beard. Yeah, who knows? Who knows how much you've aged under that? At least all my aging has been out in the open.
I've had it done a bit differently, so I've kind of cut it a bit shorter.
Yeah, it looks really smart right now.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Quite sharp, you know, physically sharp. Was wondering if you guys ever get issues of fans sitting outside your home. The recent issue of Eddie is terrible, of them trying to make him sound like the bad guy. Eddie done what any guy would do.
Yeah, I think I felt for Eddie and his family, to be honest. It's not a nice situation. If you should feel safe in your home.
Yeah.
Have you had any?
I've had someone,
one or two.
Yeah, we've had people knock the door before and ask if this is where Loz lives. Once you were away, it was a weird woman, and Alexa was a baby, and I'd been breastfeeding her on the sofa, and you know how it is. You're like, oh god, the door, and you're like stuffing your boob back in. It wasn't fully in. I didn't realise. I went to the door. Wow, it's not my fault, is it? No. And I was just like, what? So, opening the door. Oh, very frustrating. Yeah, don't knock on people's doors.
No, I think, Eddie's got young kids in the house and stuff, and you're going to be defensive. I would be defensive. I think when you're out and about, when you're at events, it's all game. But yeah, let people have that privacy in the house. Yeah,
definitely. Like you expect to be stopped a lot at a strongman event, don't you? Like no one would ever.
If we're at Worlds and people want to come and talk to us, it's cool.
Yeah, we're not going to be like, oh my god, how dare you? How dare you? This is my space.
When you're breastfeeding your baby, it's a bit different.
On your sofa in the privacy of your own home. Exactly, it is a bit different. Ben, thank you for the super chat. Pavlo on podium looks like a strongman CrossFitter.
Pavlo looks fantastic.
Pablo looks great in his training right now, doesn't he? I've seen people saying group 5 is going to be hard, but is the easier group. But I don't think so. If Pablo comes in shape, I think group 5 is difficult.
I think all groups are like, and how many times do I say this to you? Like even on paper, it doesn't matter because it can kind of completely flip, and a hard group can suddenly become easy, and easy group suddenly becomes like the hardest group. We don't know until it starts, and that's the fun thing. We can all have our ideas, but until they start and that first event's underway, nobody knows what's happening.
We'll have our ideas. Palmer Strongman, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you very much.
Got semi-finals soon, 6 events, 2 days, then finals 7 days later, 6 heavier events. What's the best way to recover in such a short time? Is it even possible to fully recover? World Strongest Man athletes only have 1 day.
They don't even have 1 day. So this year at Worlds, it's 2 events, 2 days for the heats, straight into 2 days for the final. Don't overthink it. The recovery, very basic. Make sure your food is good, make sure your sleep is good, make sure you stay hydrated. You do those things, you'll recover as well as possible. It's important if you're going to do strongman to understand that you cannot compete fresh. Even if it's a 1-day show, by event 3, 4, 5, you're going to be fatigued. So don't always, in terms of training, make things as easy as possible. A big mistake people make is to train as fresh as possible. Big thing that I have a lot of athletes and I make them do a lot of volume. I make them train certain events in a fatigued state. So they're doing it kind of after doing other events. And the big common factor I get from them is, can I not put this first? No, you can't. And there's a reason for it. I'm trying to make sure you get ready for competition. And I've had athletes compete this weekend. They're like, oh, now I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
One athlete that competed in a competition in Sweden who was so worried that he wasn't going to hit the PBs because he wasn't testing himself in the gym in terms of like hitting big numbers. Trained completely different for this competition. He ended up hitting a PB. It's not about like stroking your ego in the gym. It's training hard to make sure when it comes to competition, you're as good as possible. Don't overthink the recovery. There's lots of recovery methods, but make sure your food and sleep are as good as possible and that you're hydrated. Those are key. And understand that strongman, you just got to get used to competing in a fatigued state. It's normal.
I exist in a fatigue state. Right.
Too many people are, oh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's normal.
All tired though, aren't we?
It's okay to be tired.
Yeah.
It's okay to be hungry. It's okay to have like these discomforts, especially if you want to be really good.
Yeah, so the groups have been changed like that. So no group follows another more than once. So Andrew makes a good point here. With it the old way, Mitch went after Tom 4 times.
Sure.
So that does make perfect sense.
Yeah,
so they've sort of scattered them around a little bit more.
Sounds good.
Yes. Ryan, thank you for the super chat. Is it better for strongman if we have someone dominating, creating greats of the sport, or having winners change frequently?
I think having good rivalries is probably the best thing. Because it makes things interesting. It's always nice to see someone dominate, but you need people that can challenge those athletes. If someone is winning easily,
no one's close.
And no one's close, it becomes boring, and people are, oh, that guy's going to win. And I think that's a good thing with Worlds this year, is a lot of people are talking about different people having a chance. Even though Mitch has won the last, 7 odd comps in a row, Tom is the 3-time winner of Worlds, and we all know that Tom comes into World's Strongest Man in shape. He's got a new coach. His training's looking good in terms of videos. Mitch has had issues going on, so we don't know kind of what his head state's in. People are talking about Lucas Hatton, about Evan Singleton, Trey Mitchell, lots of other names, new names that people think can surprise people. That is all good because it makes things interesting for us as fans, and it gets us engaged. If everyone was saying this guy's going to win easily, and he turns up and wins easily, you're like, well, we knew that was happening. No one's going to tune in to watch. So I think it's good that people are talking about other athletes. I know who I think is going to win, and other people have different opinions on that, and that's a fun thing.
Hello from India. Finally catching a live at 1:45 a.m. after years of following this channel.
Thank you very much.
You can join us. Oh, nice. Christian Nielsen is not here.
We will pretend we didn't see that.
Yeah. Good evening, Loz. What do you think of the 7-hour gap between the Titans toss and the stone medley? Do you think this would help or hinder?
If you've been to World's Strongest Man, it's normal.
Yeah.
It's not even something these athletes will concern themselves with. It's so common at World's Strongest Man to be like that, that if you let that affect you, you probably shouldn't be there.
And also the 7-hour gap, that would be from the start of the first event. So I mean, I wouldn't have thought the Titans toss would take too long, to be fair, would it?
It should be a fairly fast.
Might be able to have a siesta at the hotel in between.
Yeah.
Might. How nice. Cheers from El Paso, Texas. Thank you, Uncle Loz and Auntie Liz. It's Michael. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
Rongo Keen. He's in the chat. Thank you for the super chat, my dude. Good hair.
We miss you, Rongo. Hope you're doing well, buddy, and we hope to see you later in the year. Hope you're training hard.
It'd be nice to see him back in Iceland, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Michael, thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, so Shore Classic, it is separate tickets.
Yes. Yeah, the Shore Classic's in the day, and then I think the Strongest Man on Earth is afternoon, evening.
Yeah. Jane's saying she's so excited because they've got good VIP tickets for the first time for the Strongman Classic. Paddy, Lucas, and Nick. It's a great one to have VIP tickets for, definitely. It's a great.
It's one of the best. Yeah, I love that show. Yeah. Got to do the first one, which was nice.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Wouldn't it be exciting if World's Strongest Man did a live draw for the groups to kick off the week like the World Cup?
I think that would be a great idea.
Starting with the bottom 5 seeds and fill the groups accordingly.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
We tried that once, didn't we? I think we tried it last year. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's some annoying contract things because a lot of people have also been saying, why are there 2 Canadians in that group and 2 Canadians in that group and they're not spread out?
Sure.
Because the main contracts are with Channel 5 for the UK, CBS Sports for the USA, and those contracts require a USA and a UK athlete in every single group. After that, and they're spread out accordingly, no further consideration is really given to where else people are from. Yeah. So it's more than done on ability and seeding and that kind of thing. So unfortunately, I don't think it would ever happen.
Yeah.
Liz, will you be watching the actual events? I hope to be, Monica. Yes, that's the idea. Yeah. Is that am I misunderstanding the question? Are we talking about Worlds?
Yeah,
I'll be watching the actual events, Monica. I'll be there. Glasses on. Reflective. No, I'm joking. I can't show any footage.
No, you can't.
No. It won't be the same watching the Flintstone press at World's Strongest Man without you and Jerry Pritchett losing your minds on commentary.
World's Strongest Man should do it live, and they should have me and Jerry commentating.
They're missing a trick, aren't they?
Yeah.
I went back and watched that actually because I saw quite a few comments about the commentary. It does make it so much more exciting because you get invested in not only what you're seeing but what you're hearing as well.
I think with me and Jerry as well, we only get excited when it is really good.
Yeah.
We're not going to get excited for something that's just sort of average.
You're not going to stroke.
So when me and Jerry start getting excited, you know it's good.
Yeah. Michael with a super chat. Thank you, Michael. Cheers from El Paso. I read your earlier comment. Thank you for the both.
Thank you so much, Michael.
Yeah, and keeping us up to date and everything. Thank you for joining us. This is my third year of following World's Strongest Man live, and the first year I don't have to study. I got my degree in February. Last 2 years I watched your lives during lectures. It was interesting but fun. It's definitely interesting.
Thank you.
It's such a weird. I mean, it's stupid that that's what people have to do, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I get a bit embarrassed sometimes. Like, this is the premier event of the sport that we sort of dedicate our lives to. You certainly did.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to have a live stream and actually have watch parties. We could all get the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
We'd all watch it together.
Maybe next year we can do that.
Maybe. Every time someone mentions Boris Johnson, I can't help but hear Boris Johnson. Oh, God, can you imagine?
Very different people.
Yeah. Cousin Fred, thank you for the super chat. To clarify, it's the Shaw Classic ticket, and he's giving it away. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's not giving away the strongest man.
No.
I don't blame him.
An expensive giveaway. Terry doesn't like being stopped at shows. I don't know. I've never tried to stop him, to be fair. So I don't know. Al Bundy, thank you for the super chat. Why is the NHS doesn't let me do a full blood work?
NHS is funny in the UK. You've almost got to be...
They have to have a reason to take your blood from you. We learnt this, didn't we, back when you used to have to get your medicals.
It was actually way harder to get medicals done than it should have been.
Yeah.
And it depends practice to practice as well. Some practices are much kind of more accommodating, some places less so.
Yeah.
A lot of places now in the UK, you can get things done privately with bloods, and that's probably the easiest way for athletes to do things now. But yeah, when I was kind of competing and we had to get my bloods done and get like results for World's Strongest Man, some years it was a real pain in the ass, wasn't it?
It was a massive pain in the ass.
Luckily, I ended up finding a decent doctor that kind of, liked
you and was willing to try and help you out. Yeah. Jackson with the question: won't there be some third place people in some groups?
Could be.
More points in
Could be.
place in other groups. Yeah. So we wouldn't necessarily know that, because what they'll do is take the top 2 from each group and only rescore them. They're not going to rescore all 25 guys, because then obviously it's glaringly obvious. 13th and 14th.
During our recaps each day, we'll probably figure out the place of everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll kind of look.
I'm sure people will be tracking that. There'll be spreadsheets for that.
If anyone wants to send us a spreadsheet, that would be great. Yeah,
that would be nice. If someone could do, people will do that. Yeah. You're going to have spreadsheets of everyone against everyone, aren't you?
Yeah, because I'm interested in that as much as the next person.
Very much so. Yeah. Do you expect Jaco Schoonbinkel to cause an upset like his first year?
I don't know. I want to see him in that kind of shape again.
Yeah.
It was a shame when he competed in Glasgow, because he barely competed. He was ill.
Yeah, he was
so
sick.
I want to see him in good shape. And when he is in good shape, he's a great athlete. So let's see what kind of shape he's in.
Yeah. Evan Singleton, apparently the heaviest he's ever been. I think he can run for podium. Evan has some really great events in the final as well.
Evan, I think the best thing for Evan is that not that many people are talking about him, which I think for him is good, because first he'd be like, why the hell aren't you talking about me?
Yeah,
but I think he'll like that they're not talking about him, because it takes that pressure off, and you can go in there as the underdog, and he's got good events and he's a beast. With Evan, it's kind of turning up and executing. And last year at Worlds, he was great. since then, his competition performances haven't been the best for his level. Not been bad by any means.
He was pretty good at Rogue. He just missed out on the podium.
Yeah, and what I'm saying, it's not been bad by any means.
But he has had some turkeys in there as well, especially at Giants Live, where he usually does so well.
He always puts a lot of expectation on himself. I mean, every comp, he's like, I'm going to prove everyone I'm the best, blah, blah, blah. I think he puts a little bit too much pressure on himself. So people not talking about him, it's probably a good thing. And he can come in there as a slight underdog and, maybe upset everyone. He's got all the potential.
Michael, with the members current, please explain the scoring to determine the finals. So it's 5 men in each group, 5 groups. They do 5 events. So they'll be scored on each event, 5 points for first place, down to 1 point for last place. Everyone does every event in the heats, all 5 events. Top 2 from the groups go through. Once you've got your 10 finalists, 2 from each group, they're going to compare how they did on each event against each other. So the loading race, out of those 10 finalists, who was the fastest? He was. So eventually you'll get to a point where they'll get points for each event. And then whoever ended up with the most points there gets awarded 10 points. Whoever was in second place gets awarded 9 points, all the way down to 1. So when they start the final, the athletes will have scored from 10 to 1 points based on their heats performances. And that will also determine the order for the first event in the final, which is the Kanak medley Zerchikari into hoist. It's actually, when I don't know if I'm overcomplicating it. It sounds really complicated. It's not that complicated.
Yeah. Essentially, there's 5 groups. Top 2 from each group go to the final. Then they'll rescore as if those 10 had all competed against each other.
Yes, kind of like OSG, but not, because OSG, they drop people out, don't they? And then rescore them based on that. But
exactly like that.
Big Bang Theory. I understand Loz might not do predictions, but Liz, well, I kind of did predictions in our group announcement video. Kind of. They were very non-committal for the 2 guys I think will come out of each group, but I won't do predictions for the final until the groups have happened. So we'll do a prediction video on the Friday evening, won't we?
Yeah.
Because I need to know who's in the final, because there's definitely.
Just very quickly, just for fun. Group 1 is Austin Andrade, Thomas Evans, Jaco Schoonwinkel, Tom Stoltman, Eddie Williams. Who do you think is going to get through Group 1?
Well, why are you doing this to me?
Well, I'm just talking to everyone, really.
Okay. I think Tom and Austin.
Tom and Austin, you kind of say, certainly on paper, probably Austin would be the inform athlete in that group. He's beaten Tom the last couple of times in comp. He beat him at the Arnold's.
He did, yeah.
But Tom is a 3-time winner of World's Strongest Man. He turns up at Worlds in his best shape.
Yeah.
Thomas Evans is a hard person to have in your group.
Yeah, Thomas is. But we
Jaco Schoonwinkel is a hard person to have in your group. And Eddie Williams was in the Stone-Off last year. Yeah. I think that group, for a 3-time World's Strongest Man, defending champion, is tough. I would actually swap Tom and Luke around.
Put Tom in group 5,
and
Luke in group 1.
I think Tom has a tough group as a World's Strongest Man winner. However, I do think Tom will get through that group.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I've seen comments, people think that Tom won't make it out of the group. I've seen comments, people think Mitch won't. I don't think either of those are right. I think
those are wishful thinking from people on both accounts. Okay. Because Tom, the only way I could see Tom not getting through the group is if he had a bad start, made a mistake, and then just his head went. If Tom has a good start, which you'd expect on a loading event, that confidence grows, and I don't see him having a bad event. His overhead medley is very good. His throwing is very good.
His deadlift's going to be good.
His deadlift is solid.
Yeah.
And the stone event is going to be decent for him. He prefers stones.
Yeah,
but I think it's still
I think it would still be fine.
I don't see like a weak event in there for him.
No.
Group 2, Wes Dewinski, Paddy Haynes, Mitch Hooper, Bryce Johnson, Matt Ragg. This is an interesting group because someone like Matt Ragg is extremely strong. He'll be a great deadlifter. He's not the fastest athlete in the world.
No.
I could see people like Paddy and Wesley causing him problems on loading and stuff like that.
Maybe.
I don't know what Matt's like at throwing. Do you?
I can't think off the top of my head.
And Wesley's a great thrower. Paddy's a good thrower. Mitch is a very good thrower. I should imagine Bryce is a good thrower
as well. He was good at OSG.
Yeah. So like this group, I don't necessarily think it's definitely Mitch and Matt Ragg that get through, but they're the favourites.
Yeah.
I personally would be extremely surprised not to see Mitch get through. People saying, "Oh, Mitch has got," like, I saw a video pop up saying Mitch isn't going to make the final.
Nah.
It's like, that's just wishful thinking. And I'd say the same about Tom, really. Group 3 is an interesting one. This group is tough. Shane Flowers, who looks phenomenal in training.
Like this group.
Lucas Hatton,
Mateus,
Evans Nana, and Reno Nell. I know you think Reno is superstar already. He's clearly very, very good.
Yeah.
Lucas Hatton is unbelievable right now. Kidishkovsky is looking like he's getting better and better in terms of form, getting back to his best. Shane in training has been great. Evans Nana's been training damn hard. He's got a couple of really good events in there. This is a tough group.
I mean, the deadlift's in there, which always sucks a little bit for Mateus. But I think still he's probably got the most good events. I think all 4 other events are good for Mateus. So, and with that last event being the stone medic, I don't see him not making it out of the group personally.
Yeah.
If he's in form.
So event 1 is loading. Out of them, Mateus is good at loading. Evans is good at loading.
Shane's
good at loading. Reno, I should imagine, is good at loading.
Yeah.
And Lucas can move for a shorter guy.
Yeah.
All his little legs were moving on that frame carry at the Arnolds.
Yeah.
Throwing, Shane is a phenomenal thrower. Mateus is a phenomenal thrower. Don't know about the other 3. I don't know what Reno's.
He's never done it in competition.
Evans and Lucas, more of a weakness for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Deadlift, weakness for Mateus.
Yeah.
Shane is a decent deadlifter. Evans Nana is a decent deadlifter. Lucas is a decent deadlifter. Reno, probably a decent deadlifter as well. So that's a hard one to predict. None of them are phenomenal deadlifters.
No.
But just solid.
We haven't seen Lucas do deadlift for reps since the Arnold UK
last year. He did okay.
He did the same as Bobby.
Yeah, he did okay. I think that stone...
He got 7 reps
that stone event,
I think.
The stone event,
Mateus.
I can't see anyone beating Mateus.
No.
The overhead medley, I would say Lucas or Mateus.
Yeah.
They're both extremely good.
And
depends
fast.
who's going to be quicker rather than stronger in that respect. Like,
it's very stressful.
It's
very I don't like it.
It just takes one mistake as well. Like the throw is very easy to make a mistake as you spoke to Colin with the rules.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
Anyway, what questions we got?
I was going to say we don't have to do all 5 groups, do we?
We'll be there all day.
Gentle heart, exactly. What do you think the winning number will be on the 18-inch deadlift? So I think 550 is definitely possible.
550 is possible. I don't know if it's going to be needed.
I was going to say it will depend what's needed for an event win. And that's going to depend on who makes the finals. Like we might not have the biggest deadlifters in the final. It's possible, isn't it? So
I don't think 550 will be needed.
And I don't see anyone doing a YOLO world record attempt on it or world strongest man record attempt. Well, they might like.
When I say unless it's happening naturally in comp, I don't think they'll let a non-finalist have an attempt at.
No, I don't mean a non-finalist. Someone who's competing in the final.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see any of those athletes.
The only 2 guys that maybe could get to that kind of level, I think, would be, well, maybe 3 guys. I think Trey potentially.
Yeah.
Austin Andrade and Mitch.
Not Matt Ragg?
No.
Okay.
No.
Where are we? Beards are great for skincare and preventing the sun rays, Loz. Oh, Loz should look even younger shaved.
Like a baby.
Yeah. Sam Taylor's in the chat as well. Right. Just watch some old comps. Mike Jenkins is so much like Mitch.
Mike was very good. Very, very good.
Yeah. Liz, there are going to be so many photo bombers on your World's Strongest Man live chat. I kind of look forward to that. That's absolutely fine. And honestly, if I'm on my own doing it, people are welcome to join me and take the heat off of me a little bit. That would be fine. Which one? This one?
No. I was just kind of.
Oh, okay.
Belsac won some small comp this weekend.
I
saw the picture of that.
First year I've booked World's Week off work and not blagged it during work, so I can watch the spreadsheet parties in the evening. Ah, bless you. It's such a huge time difference as well, isn't it? Like I remember
8 hours.
Yeah, staying up the last time it was
Till like 4 in the
Sacramento.
morning.
Yeah, to sort of filming a recap video afterwards. Not doing any of that crap this year. Obviously, we're going to be there, but I said to Loz, let's do a recap walking back to the hotel live, chit chat, you know? Yeah. You can have the archives and spreadsheets open. I'll hold the camera and we'll walk and talk. It'll be lovely. And then we can just eat and rest and relax because it's a long day streaming, isn't it, Loz? I get very tired. Jane with a members coin. Just have a sneaky mirror behind you, Liz. They will be watching me like a damn hawk. A hawk, I promise you.
Yeah, we won't be doing anything we're not allowed to do.
Because I remember one year a friend at World's Strongest Man was FaceTiming me and I was watching it and saying what I could see. And someone from IMG messaged me, "You can't show your phone to the camera." I was like, "I didn't, you dick." Like, you know, we had a bit back and forth and then everything was fine again. But yeah, they will be keeping a close eye. So we have to be very respectful and well behaved.
Yes.
Oh dear. NHS is great when you're dying.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're lucky that we've got it, but for strongman and sports injuries, it's not great.
Really enjoyed the Colin interview, Liz. Do you think this World's Strongest Man will be one of the most exciting comps over recent years?
I hope it is.
It has the potential to be, definitely. Yeah. I mean, obviously, the biggest drawback is that people can't bloody watch it live. But in terms of, performances and sort of upsets and, you know, drama, it definitely has the potential. Though I put it on the thumbnail because Colin physically said it. This would be one of the toughest years ever. He wasn't just referring to the lineup or the depth of talent. He means the challenges that the athletes are actually going to face. We've got 2 max events in the final out of 5 events. And I had to go all the way back to 1988 to see the last time we saw a true max overhead, like a log or something on a barbell and a max deadlift in the in World's Strongest Man final.
That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy, yeah. So it is going to be a tough year for the guys. What was your
Who
best?
win the Hercules hold?
Oh,
interesting to see your view.
Depend who's in the final. The last time we saw it at Giants Live, Mitch won it.
Right.
I think Trey has the potential to win it. I know Trey's not known for his grip, but he's really good at Hercules hold. It's going to depend who makes the final, though, isn't it?
I think if he makes the final, Evan Singleton.
Oh, Evan, of course. Yeah. Evan's great at Hercules as well. Yeah.
He's got a very good grip.
What was your best unconventional lift, Loz?
Good question. Good question.
Did you ever do like one of those hip lifts?
No, I never got to do anything like that.
Never did a back lift or anything, did you?
I did 200 pinch lift. I'm pretty good at that. That's quite unconventional.
Very unconventional.
Trying to think. I mean, a lot of strongman lifts, I guess, are unconventional to a degree. Pulling trucks and planes and stuff like that. Trying to think of unconventional lifts. Like, I've never really done like maxed out sort of Zercher lifts or
no
behind the back deadlifts or anything kind of crazy like
behind
that.
the back deadlifts.
Yeah.
Paris for the members comment. Royal Albert Hall 2021 was my first live show. Loved you and I am Bibby.
Thank you very much.
It was your last live show.
It was my last show.
Arena show.
Yeah.
People have their out of office on all this week. Yeah, going to have some tight results this year. With only 5 athletes per group, the points are going to be so close.
Just the fact there's only 5 in a group makes it tough because you just can't stretch away.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, in 10 or 12 athletes in there, you can get a good lead on someone.
Yeah.
But the 5 points, especially if you're like second or third a lot of the time.
The only way to stretch away is if you consistently win events and everyone else behind you is consistently inconsistent.
Yeah.
And what are the chances?
You need people to be chopping and changing a lot.
Yeah,
and you keep winning. That's the only way you sort of get away.
Yeah. Other than that, though, they're going to have to work hard and keep trying on every single event. Can you do live interviews while out there? That would be epic. Athletes head to you instead of the cameras, Richie. I would love that. I don't know how possible it's going to be, so I don't want to promise.
We need to find out what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
We want to be respectful to World's Strongest Man. You know, we want them to allow us to be there, obviously. So we will make sure what we do is fine.
Yeah.
But we will bring lots of content to you guys.
Yeah, as much as humanly possible, as much as I can get away with. Jason, thank you for the super chat. Going to be at World's Strongest Man. Is there a spreadsheet stream? God, that's quite hard to say. Yeah, so we're still going to do our watch parties, and we're going to be able to bring you the information faster than ever before. So
yeah, someone said, "Will we be allowed to do a prediction for the finals?" Of course we will.
Yeah. That's not an issue.
We'll 100% do a prediction.
Yeah. So I believe, Greg, that if second and third place have the same score, it will be done on the last event, because they tend to use the last event. Well, they don't tend to, they do consistently use it from OSG all the way up to World's Strongest Man. So if they're tied for points, it'll be whoever won on the Stones of the World event out of second and third place.
I'm really interested to see this Stone of the World event.
It sounds hard. Like, it sounds really hard. So I was asking Colin, like, what does the stone look like? And he said it's going to be quite blocky, which is good. That's going to make it easier to press, because we saw that problems that athletes had with the narrower stone at the Arnold's, didn't we?
Yeah,
it's a bit trickier. The carry is going to be long, but it's like up to about 40 meters. It's quite a long carry for distance in the middle of an event. Stone to shoulder is pretty heavy, and then the tacculus stone at the end, the foundation stone, it's going to be tough.
Yeah,
like it's not going to be something that everyone's going to finish. Titan's toss will be mental, says Space Hobo. Liz, your predictions are shit hot, mate. I never know if like it's autocorrected lost to Liz. Yeah. Alfred's Cat, thank you for the super chat. These rules changes would be nice for the Shaw/Z era. Yeah, it would have been nice. What are you doing? Please join me on the chat instead. Please put the phone down.
They would have.
They would have. There you go. There's your answer to that.
I would have been happy with these changes, because I would have been able to do the full events in the heats. There's a couple of years where I couldn't. 2018, you were tied. No, yeah, you were tied on points with third place and half a point
behind second place, but you didn't get to do the stone event because the other guy you were tied with beat you on the previous event, didn't he? He placed above you on the previous event.
Yeah.
And he placed above you on the previous event because you did an extra squat when you didn't need to. It was the squat in 2018 in the group stages. Do you remember? It was the barrel loading squat, wasn't it? And you accidentally did an extra rep.
But that wasn't where he beat me. He beat me on the log.
Oh, was it the log?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too painful then.
If I did, but if I didn't mess up that squat, I would have been a point higher and would have been through.
Yeah. It's 5 groups of death. That's what makes it so exciting this year. Do you think World's Strongest Man should score the heats just like OSG does? So every event is worth 10 points and the total is 50 points from the heats instead of combining heats as one event. It would be interesting.
If they did that, they may as well just do it like OSG and get rid of the groups.
Yeah, I guess. Do you know what, though? We can all do that ourselves. We can score it both ways, because we'll have the way that they're planning to score it, and then we can do that and see what would the outcome be. How would that change? I mean, it would change athletes' approach in the final potentially, but it would be interesting to do the comparison, see if it gave us a different winner.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Toby, group 3 is the group that will make us sad no matter what. Agree. Yeah. What day does Worlds? It starts on Thursday. Yeah. So Thursday and Friday are the heats, Saturday and Sunday are the final. No day off. We used to have loads of days off, didn't we? We had to have days off in the middle of the heats.
It's got less and less over the years.
Yeah. Used to be there for like 2 weeks. Yeah. It was great.
Yeah. Lots of support for Hatton, lots of support for Shane and
Paddy.
Yeah. Baba Khan.
Oh God. It's Thursday that the boys start. Shout out from the Philippines. Alexi would have enjoyed these events. Yeah, he would have. Yeah, Flintstone lift. He won in 2022.
Yes. Yeah.
18-inch deadlift.
Yeah, they're 2 great events.
Yeah, he would have loved these. Shame. I really want to see Alexi back at his best, though. I
think we all do.
Yeah.
I don't know that we will, but I want to.
Yeah. Hi, Liz and Loz. Do you think the 2025 lineup is better than the 2017 lineup? If so, why? I would have to have a look at the 2017 lineup because I only remember the final.
No, I don't. I think the final in 2017 was amazing.
Well, we don't have a final for 2025 yet.
I think we have even more in depth now. I don't necessarily think the top guys are any better. Like, the 2017 lineup was pretty epic when you look at it.
It was epic, yeah.
But certainly I'm going beyond just the 25 guys that are at Worlds now. There's literally 100 guys that are really good now and deserve to be competing at the top level.
Yeah.
Compared to, we had, a couple of guys that were easier guys to beat.
Well, I mean, if you look at all 30 athletes, you had, bless him, random guy from Nigeria, in 2017. Like,
don't say names.
No, I won't. You had 10 people you would never invite this year.
Yeah.
Well, more than that, to be honest. So it depends if you're looking at when we get a top 10, comparing the two, or the overall. The overall is better now.
I think this year we've got 25 fantastic athletes, and I think the groups are going to be challenging. I think we could see surprises. I think most of the big names will still get through, but I think there will be one or two that don't, and I think that's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Not for them.
Yeah. Rauno, haha, that's why I'm not there, and Paris because sharing Liz the live stream. Now, Rauno, don't start rumors like that. That is not true. It's you don't have a big enough Instagram following. No, I'm joking, but maybe I'm not. I know. It's a shame. Matty, I'll jump on the live stream with you, Liz, if Loz is busy. I'm going to regret this. Random people jumping in. Oh, once I'm there, Liz, I can help with whatever too. Oh, there we go. How nice. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, look, Daryl's there already. Hello from Sacramento. Can't wait for the festivities to get going.
Hope you're having fun.
Remember the Axel deadlift without straps in Glenn Ross's show? I think a very young Tom Stoltman competed too. He did.
Yes.
Does Titan's toss carry a greater risk of shoulder injury?
Not really. It's not a hugely heavy event. Oh, sorry. You still need to warm up, and there's always a chance of injury on any event. But in terms of high-risk events, it's lower down the scale.
Rauno got gifted a membership. Someone gave me membership. Okay, thanks. But I know everyone about the Rauno has insider information. Right. Do you mind answering this? But I very quickly run to the loo.
Who should make it but has the best chance of not making the final? I want to know who will have a top 10 score but won't end up being one of the final 10. Let's get dirty. Look, there's a chance that anyone might not make the final. It's sport at the end of the day. Anything can happen. You just don't know. The amount of times I've seen competitions where there's surprises. But I think Group 1 can definitely cause some surprise. I think the fact that you've got a number, 4 groups have 3 former finalists in them. So in each of those groups, we're going to have at least one guy that's been in the final before not make it through. I think we're going to have a couple of athletes that have never been there before make it to the final. There's going to be shocks along the way. I would be very surprised to see guys like Tom Stoltman or Mitch Hooper not make the final. I think other groups, there's more chance of someone, maybe making a mistake or a brilliant performance here or there and knocking out a big name. But we just don't know until it gets started. That's the fun bit. I could kind of, go through who I think will do what, but none of us know. And that's why sport is fun. Thank you very much for the super chat and reasonably normal question, Mr. Jiminy Crickets.
That's very normal for him by his standards. No. This is the way. Let's talk king of the table. No, let's not.
This is my medal from last week. I'm just gonna.
Lod's got a medal.
I got given it today at arm wrestling. I came 3rd in the heavyweight class, and I didn't actually compete in the final because I had to leave early because
I know it's Liz's
Liz's
birthday.
16th, so I didn't have time to do the final. So I could have been even higher, but I didn't even know that I ended up getting a medal. So they saved that for me today. That was very nice.
There we go. Right, shall we wrap up then, Lozzie? It's been
We're
almost
caught up.
exactly
Excellent.
an hour. We're all caught up. We've got a lot to do tomorrow. We've got a very busy day.
We have.
Yeah, Loz's impression of Liz when she disappeared was pretty hilarious. No, Loz isn't good at impressions, so I know you're lying.
Yeah, she knows me too well for that.
Yeah.
Yes, we will be flying on Thursday. No, Tuesday. It's been a long week.
So I'm in charge of travel. So I'll make sure he gets there on time.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah, we will have lots and lots of action from World's Strongest Man. So make sure you tune in.
I was just about to say, we've got a fun video coming out tomorrow. 10 awesome facts about the World's Strongest Man. Yeah.
There we go. Liz should go into thumb wrestling.
Yes, I should. Right, wrap it up.
Right, guys, catch you soon. Have an amazing week, and we'll speak to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Keep smiling. I forgot to press the button. Keep smiling.